stream is up, and yeah, also that. Okay, stream is up. I'm definitely not super late to Canto 7 or Canto 8. My bad, I can't count. The surrendered witnessing. Ignore that. Ignore that. I'm definitely not super late to this. Canto 8, VIII. That is 8. I will just be using the boxes to just keep going because I don't really think I want to stop because the story in this game is amazing. And then if anyone does end up in the chat, I will actually be able to speak because there's like 2 people. There'll be 2 people. You know what I mean? I will just be taking Hey Shopak because mine's level 40, and I think we just run it. There's no reason not to. Average level, don't matter. Oh, I'm only gonna use 7 of them anyways. I've only heard good things about this Canto. Oh, I'll be quiet.
우수수 하늘 가득 흩날릴 때 빛깔 잃고 향기
Colors
멎은
fade,
그
fragrance
누가
dies,
슬퍼하나
but who shall mourn their passing?
꽃 갈퀴 손에 들고 뜰을 나섰건만
To the garden I go, in hand a flower rake,
떨어진 꽃잎 밟을까 서성거리네.
only to pace, lest crushed the scattered blossoms I make.
그러니까 결국 이 풍진 세상
Thus in this troubled world I breathe,
눈을 감지 않는다면
to shut my eyes
벗어날 도리가 없겠지.
is my sole reprieve.
보가
That was like
얼마나 고단하고 여의치 않은 여정이었느냐.
really like a really good poem, especially for having to like translate it through languages. Oh, like, okay, hold on.
험난하진 않았어요.
I didn't want to.
하루하루가
like,
매일 신기하고
That's tough.
새로운 나날이었으니까요.
Not only is it like, it also like knowing what I know about this canto just from hearing things, like it makes sense. Also the title, The Surrendered Witnessing. Yeah, I didn't see what little bio. You must have walked home and toiled tirelessly on your journey home. Alright, I wouldn't say it's happened much. My days were always filled with new and interesting things to see. I won't be doing like voices for character because I cannot do voices except the one you're currently hearing. Unless you want me to sound stupid, but like, maybe if I have like actual viewers and not just myself in chat so I could read chat. What are they talking about over there? They're sitting so far apart I can hardly hear them. I mean, is this even a dining table? I can't even see who's sitting at the other end from here. Is there anything bothering you, dear guests? This humble servant can help you with any. Oh, there's something bothering me. Alright, we're in the middle of a meal. Can you please stop? I don't know. I really did just say I wouldn't do voices, and then I just remember he's British. He's both like, and I love. Everyone loves doing a British accent. Except the British, I guess. They just can't do it. Nope, not at all. Nothing bothering us at all. Everything's good. No, Bayo, my boy, Bayo. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of things. I can tell. The Da Guan Yun banquet hall. Probably butchered that. I'll try my best. When will you introduce me to your new friends? This is Lady Wang. I assume his mother? Oh boy, I never know how to act in front of others' parents. Or should I look? Is this inappropriate size for a polite smile? I hope I don't come off too smarmy. It's nothing to fuss over. Think this is your own place and enjoy your time here. I'm assuming most of my audience, I'm assuming anyone who's watching this video is going to be speaking English and isn't going to care super much about hearing the Korean voiceovers. Doing a great job, but it's also something like it's going to be out there. It's going to be out on the internet. Might as well. Let's do this. But whew, this place is so huge I can hardly relax. I'm worried I might get lost going out for a cup of water. Ah, don't you worry. We have stray people shelters located all around the house for that. Our servants visit them once a month to collect anyone who's unfortunately gotten lost, if they're still alive, that is. God, I love Honglu. It's just so fucking casually throwing shit out like that. Haha, Honglu, that must be the funniest joke you've ever told. I wasn't joking, but I'm glad you enjoyed it anyways. I must ask Honglu, for I know their sibling of yours here. This is quite odd, for I thought this would be a welcome party for your return. Hey, it's my welcoming party too. Besides, what makes you think we'd ever want to see their stupid faces just to get mad? It's been like 10 whole years since we even shared a meal together. Oh, and don't even think about trying to chat me up. Did you already forget what I said earlier? There's nothing between us anymore. We're enemies. Did we initiate the conversation though? Oh, I'm simply so glad that my son, Bio, that was his mother and that's his grandma, has returned as a man who can now more than carry his own weight, and unharmed too. So dear Bio, I don't mean to rush, but when are you planning to depart again? Nothing has been decided yet, mother. I see. I am simply concerned that were your stay here to be prolonged, perhaps you might fade before your duties are completed. Do you not also agree, Venerable GMU? Indeed. Dear Bio, our peerless treasure, tarry not over long in this mundane world. Leave when the time is right and fulfill your worth. Okay, grandmother. Mother. Throughout the entire familiar discussion, Honglu's expression remained the same in that tranquil, perpetual smile. Despite his return after years of wandering, being met with the family's obvious push to make him leave as soon as possible, he stands unaffected, as though he was expecting this gaudy, hollow welcome. With his attitude being so passive, I also had no choice but to watch as a bystander. A few hours ago. Okay, yeah, I was wondering how the hell we got here. The Palanquin will be here soon. A Palanquin? Whoa, so cool. That sure sounds like a fancy ride. Isn't that super Greg? Ooh, yes. Are we getting a Palanquin or whatever it's called to give us a ride all the way to the mansion? Usual comedy pairs' desperate efforts to lighten the mood are particularly appreciated today, as tragically ineffective they may seem to be. Yes, the LCB and Gia Shichun will be heading to the Grand View Garden. I'm just gonna say the not English names. I'll try it. Worst case scenario, I look like a fool and a fraud. Dagwanyun, where the most prominent families of H-Corp reside. Had they sent a whole palanquin to pick us up, huh? Does Honglu's family already know that we'll be participating in the family hierarchy war? No, it's unlikely they are aware. After all, it can be assumed that the most likely reason that the company waited the last minute to relay us this order was to minimize the chance of information leakage. Therefore, it would be correct to presume that the palanquin is here merely as a gesture, welcome for Honglu and Gia Shichun's return. Which means that only the invited Honglu, Gia Shichun, and their factions can ride the palanquin to Dagwanyun. Unfortunately, this means the LCCB, Virgilius and Charon, will not be able to join you on this journey. That's too bad. It would have been nice if we could all go together. Just as petty as I expected from the seniors of our family. Would have killed them to house a handful more people in a humongous park of a house. It's not like they'd notice the difference. Oh my, how touching. Looks like Miss Gia Shichun thinks she'll miss us too. What a thing to say to my face after that shameless backstabbing. Do any of you even comprehend what it means to participate in the family hierarchy war? Do you even understand why we call it a war when the official name for it is an evaluation? You're risking your lives by getting involved in this. Once you get in there, you'll be stalked at every turn by people looking to kill you. Including me. Remember how Wei saved your life back at that fake Kezo. Now imagine the same scenario, except this time, it could be waves there to kill you. I must say ahead of time that this is a truly regrettable turn of events. I not wish to have to fight any of you, but Wei looked at us with an unfamiliar, cold, intense glare. But, well, we feel very much the same, so looks like we're on the same page there. This means that I'm also fair game. You could stab me in the back again, literally this time. No, never. I wouldn't even dream of doing something like that. Shishun ignores Sinclair's anxious pleas and looks straight towards Honglu.
마음을 바꿀
This could be the last chance to change your
기회일
mind,
수
brother.
있어. 나는
I didn't invite you to join my faction with a light heart.
하물며 가주대잖아.
Besides, it's a family hierarchy war. This isn't something you can just flippantly decide that you want to participate. I know the life you live, Shichun.
나 역시도
I also
어렸을
grew up
때부터
hearing those countless
그대들에
tales
대한
about the
이야기를
family hierarchy war, just as you
수없이
did.
들으면서 살아왔으니
So the weight we're
우리가
feeling
느끼고
must be the
있는
same.
무게감은 같-
그래.
Right. So this is where our tenuous alliance really ends.
뭐 상관없어?
Well, not like I care. It did drag on a little too long for a temporary alliance forged out of convenience.
너무 원래대로.
We're just going back to how things used to be. That's all.
그럼
And that's fine by me. I think there's enough chit chat with you then. Okay.
네가 원한다면
That's what you want?
그렇게.
Oh, Shishun.
뭐
What?
가문의 사람들에게는
Please don't tell the family that
내가
I'll be
참가한다는
participating, will you?
당분간은
I was told to keep
비밀로
this a
두는
secret for
게
now.
좋다고.
이제 와서 그런
Tell me
부탁을
one reason I
한다고.
should do that. You that favor right now. For someone who supposedly doesn't care, Shichun appeared rather hurt as she took a moment to glare at Honglu, biting her lower lip. Then suddenly strode right up to him.
이게
Is this even your
정말
call,
오빠의
brother?
선택은 맞아? 아니면
Or are you just following
그냥
their
저쪽에-
orders? Shichun gestured to the rest of us with her chin.
내가 가주대전에 참가하는 건 이미 정해진
My
일일 텐데
participation in the family hierarchy war is already decided. If you're so curious to know why,
시춘 너는
Shichun,
내
do you believe my
선택이라는
choices
것에
carry any
중요한
significant
의미가
meaning?
있다고 생각하는데
아,
Oh, I see
또
what's up.
그렇게
This crap again.
나왔다는 가주대전이
So
어떤
you already know what
의미인지
participating in the war means, but you have
내가
just
왜
no
그런
idea
걸
why I'd ever ask you
물어봤는지
something like that, huh?
대답은 됐어?
Fine. Looks like I don't hear
더
your
말
reply.
섞을
There's no
필요
point in
없겠네.
trying with you anymore.
그런 얄팍하고
At least I'll have fun
헛된
watching
마음으로
how far you get with that
어디까지
shallow,
설명할지
meaningless
보는
attitude of
거다.
yours. Hey, wait. Shichun appeared pretty distressed after that exchange, so I was about to say something. Oh, and Pilot, who had been fiddling with the radio behind Sod, began shouting urgently. Whoa! Manager Sod, a blank one's been sent coming this way! I let the chill, but yesterday was too tough. Let's head on over now so we can at least relax on the way there. Nope. We're taking this one. You never think twice about giving things up to others anyways, do you, brother? Huh? What the heck do you mean? Come on, let's do this fair and square, like rock, paper, and scissors. Rock, paper, and scissors? Ah, sure. Why not decide the next hierarchy with a game of rock, paper, scissors too? How's that? Geez, we gave us a wry grin before leaving. Wei followed her wordlessly. And I thought we were finally making some friends out here. Look, over there, there's a group of people waiting for Blanquin. One of them must be the candidate that the client told us about. Everyone, there's a group of hostile-looking people coming our way. She is... Yuha is unlikely to be the one who's going after the candidate's executive manager. We best take care of them before the next Blanquin arrives. Yeah, what can we do, right? Wait. I need to check what ego I have undone, because I would love to. If I can fund this, these people from the back streets are getting nuked. I mean, what do I need? It's just envy, pride. Yeah, just I'll have a single bit of wrath in this team. I ain't funding anything. Yup, we can win rate it. They will die regardless. Forensics. I should update 40 because that makes that go from like a 12 roll area to a 16, I believe. Fucking Don Quixote announcement is great. How the fuck are you staggered? What happened? Why are you staggered? Might as well. Do you? Actually, you already have it. But that's neutral. You also already have it. And then you don't. Yep. Now we just gotta chill. It's not really a chat zone. I mean, I can talk about it specifically. So, story time. Oh, wait. Okay, everyone's got the speed. Yep. What is? What's something we could talk? Wallperk was great for me. Wallperk was amazing for me. After I pulled, I ended up shredding all the Walberg units, so I don't have to worry about Walberg until the next one. I can now make a burn team. Sinking team's really only halfway there. Tremor is barely built. I have Ring Yusang now, which is goated. I ended up using one of the Uptype 4 modules on him because it's Ring Fang. Lead team is essentially complete except for support passives, but those are minor in most cases. Rupture team is basically complete. I just have to level up my Rogia. 5. I would like to end this with a nuke of an ego. Oh wait, hold on. I do have Wrath. I can't. Oh, I am not getting it. Hold on. No, we are getting that envy. 1, 2, 2. Yeah. We are getting that envy. Bang, bang, purple. Yeah. Anyways, like most of my teams are good now. My burn team, I'm pretty sure is complete if not like one unit off from being complete. So that's nice. So I'll have 3 fully functional teams with Rupture, Bleed, and Burn. I got both full stops, so I can start building a Pierce core. They're not living that. Damn, I'm only getting with a goal. Fell bullets, single target. Yeah. Alright, I don't even get enough. Alright, yeah, I guess we just kill him. I really did want to hit him with the, like, when they were showing off the Walpurgistani go, they used it on just like a bunch of fodder enemies from the back street, so I was just like trying to do that here, but, you know, what can you do? I think I might go back and actually story time. This can wait until after. No one's really watching anyways, so no more signs of enemy reinforcements. Continued manager. At least there's an end to them this time. The guys that attacked us when we first got here were endless. Well, that's because we walked right into a trap then. Shallow, but still. Anyways, Ji-chun appeared pretty hurt by that, didn't she? Honestly though, I get why she feels so betrayed. Remember all those stories about Hong Lu's family that we heard? Imagine you're one of their kids, thinking that you finally found like a potential ally in your family, only for him to pretty much stab you in the back last minute. Yeah, right. It was really awkward for me too, even though I wasn't involved. Saud chimed in nonchalantly, as though it wasn't her who pulled the plug on our alliance at the last second. Anyways, where's our escort? Can't imagine the H Corp can't afford to send us guards with the Blancwood. If this family loved each other enough to send escorts for their safety, I doubt they'd be holding a cutthroat ceremony like the family hierarchy evaluations. It's a world where might makes right, where the strong friend the weak. People wouldn't bat an eye even if one of the dozens of candidates is found dead in some ditch on the road. Oh, sorry, Honglu. I must have been running my mouth again without thinking about how that sounds. Someone usually stopped me before I got too far. Oh, come on. Don't worry, you didn't say anything wrong. It took me a while to realize the other families weren't like this, but there is no reason to be upset by the way things are. So I didn't have to remind. Oh my god. That's saddening. 36 was even close. Yeah, it's Hazel Faust. Oh my god, 50 50 XP, let's go. They really gotta like at least make it like the tier 3 tickets, the 1000 XP. What's that ominous metallic noise? The clock head. Yep. The tolling of bells. Bells which are with the resonance unlike that of any other, normally marked by the clarity. Deep open. This bell is muddled, as if it tolls for ill fortune on the horizon. Wow, that bell sure is a resounding reminder that I'm home again. It's a bell that tolls every once in a while. You can hear its resonance from anywhere in Hongyuan. It's restructuring day. Huh? But the restructuring day already Goes off, unable to finish your sentence as a brutal scene unfolds behind us. Whoa! Are you guys seeing this? The buildings are all starting to shift. Through those Ishmael-sized buildings, all tethered to a complicated network of rails. They're rising from or sinking into the earth. Movement has been observed from every building in this vicinity. Everything is changing. The localized shifting of the structures we had observed yesterday were not as sweeping as this. What we saw last night must have been a premonition of the restructuring day, nudging some buildings to their positions for a smoother overall redistribution of space. Now this is the real deal. The whole mess was just a premonition. It's a remnant of an old age court that was on here long before the current Hongkong. This structure has been here for a while, so we can't quite know the nature or the purpose of its singularity, but at this moment, they shift based on current age court's restructuring standards. The world is ending shit overnight. Yet those who toil and toiled have not to fear. It's really, I feel like, for me at least, it's really hard to sing anything without at least having like a backing or some way to realize, oh, you're supposed to go higher or lower here. I can't sing a robot voice either. I could grab a fan and run it, speak into it, but I don't know that well to pick up on a mic. Is it not joyous to have a place to rest your feet tonight? To those who weren't availed of fortune, this is simply the reality to bear. Only choice is to retreat in silence, to accept your fate as one might. Await the coming month, ponder how one might save their skin. How many shall plummet today, and how many shall remain? Hold on, not to all things too tight, for you may lose sight of when to let go and feign ignorance when you must take flight. Okay, see, like, sorry to cut you off, Yisung. If you read that out, that's just a villain monologue. No, like I could definitely hear some like villain just sit, like yapping away like that. Consequences of reassembly for the evicted is an endless plummet. What a terribly distressing sight to behold, unable to do aught to help. Is this another one of H Corp's idiosyncrasies? I don't know. Did other nests also have their own measures of one's wealth? The T Corp makes use of time as currency. Exactly. H Corp's measure of wealth and currency is based on how much space a person owns, measured by a scale they call rooms. Yes. The measure of one's space is the measure of one's wealth. Yo! There's two people watching now. Yo, one of them's me, just so I can open the chat. But, new guy, what's up? Exactly. So, once every month, the worth of each person's labor and the quantity of their income are measured to determine how much space they are assigned. So they can just kick me out of my home for no reason? What the? What kind of ridiculous rule is that? Well, it might seem that way to outsiders like us, but the calculations behind those redistributions are meticulously designed and have been here for a long time. So it seems to me that everyone just accepts them as a natural part of our lives. Their lives. Have you seen this happen in person too, Hongru? This restructuring day. I have. Sometimes I'd watch the cityscape from behind the railings of my room. It happened far away from me, but I could see it all very well. The expression remains tranquil. Well, oh my god, English is hard. Damn. His expression remains tranquil and still as he calmly reminisces. God, I can't speak. It was like then when he was merely watching the featureless scenery passing by. Dagwanyun, my old home, was never too concerned about the restructuring days. We get some more rooms some days, but we never ever shrink. So I've never been affected by these restructuring days. I only ever witnessed them as they happen beneath me, high up in my room. You're fine. I doubt there was anything you could have done, but you just sat on your hands and watched all this shite. Heathcliff trailed off, but I could see that he was gritting his teeth. Ah! Another plank was coming up. And there's your ride. I think we've chatted enough, so let's get you guys going. This is the plank one. Yep, looks Looks like they sent us a planquin large enough to comfortably seat a big crowd of people together. Young master, Jiabayo, and his 12 honored guests. Is that correct? That's 13 to be exact. But I thought Saud wasn't invited. Whoa, hold your horses. I was told Young Master Bio's factory was just 12 people. Upon hearing that, Saud began aggressively striding toward him, causing the planquin bear to shrink in fear. Whoa, slow down, lady. We are 12 people. What's wrong? I mean, don't tell me. Damn! Why you gotta do Dante like that? Why you gotta do Dante like that? What? Sam suddenly grabbed my shoulders and presented me before the bear like it was some product. I mean, that's a pretty unique head this one's got on, but don't think I've seen anything like it around here in Hongwon. But isn't that just a prosthetic in the shape of a clock, I guess? But still. I mean, let me ask you something. Can you even imagine why anyone in their right mind would stick a clock where their head's gotta go, even though they're hurting for gas? Ah, no way, ma'am, never. There are way more versatile biomodifications here in Hongwon than whoever that hack job is. Nobody in their right mind would. Exactly, right? No idea what went down, but this fellow here sure seems to have fallen on hard times. Too bad we live in a world where such misfortune can fall on an honest soul like them. Boy, oh boy. Looks like this one got scammed. A nasty scam, too. Where backstreets they got him that from. Must have been a real scoundrel who did it. And look, even the clock isn't on time. Poor person is barely conscious. Look, all they can do is make these weird ticking noises because they don't have a mouth. Those were some pretty darn hurtful things, but I decided not to take them as face value. It was pretty obvious what she was trying to do. Somebody tell Saud. I'm getting dizzy. Good grief, you weren't kidding. Who could have done something so awful? It's a real blessing that the young Master Bayo's got such a kind-hearted soul. He simply could not walk past a timepiece emporium selling this human being like it's some toy or tool. So I picked them up and got their head replaced with something proper. Hongwon's got more than enough resources for something like that, right? Ah, well, you're not wrong there. It's really easy to swap your whole body out as long as you got cash to burn. What? A new head for me? Right? See what I mean? So that's why you told young Master Bio only has 12 people in his faction, including yours truly. Well, I see your point, but we can't just let all of us on board. Yes! Our young master fully understands the moral conundrum you find yourself in. So I'd like to offer you this tiny token of appreciation. It was like $1 million. Produce some bills from her pockets. And, yep, and smoothly slid them into Planquin Bear's own. Ah, man, lady, you really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't. Oh, and another thing, I'm sure I don't need to tell you this, but if a word of this does get out, things might get pretty messy for most of us, and that doesn't happen. And that doesn't have to happen, does it? Indubitably, ma'am. I'm here doing this pure out of goodness in my heart. After all, what's a free ride for the downtrodden, eh? Seems to me like the bloke's doing this purely out of interest for the fatness of his wallet. All right. Stop gossiping over there and get on board. Wait. Are we leaving Pilot alone here? Pilot seemed to have noticed me staring at his instruments. He stopped fidgeting with the radio and waved at us. Aha, don't you worry about me. And have a safe trip over there. We got some stuff to handle on the outside. Please tell me Pilot doesn't die, bro. You can't do this again. Don't let. Come on. Oh my God, come on. Design is more akin to an extravagant limousine than a palanquin. Oh look, a bottle of champagne. Can I chug this? Of course not. Drinking while on a mission is... Okay. With a quick clap, Saud promptly put an end to the hubbub the unexpectedly flashy appearance of the Planquin caused. Her demeanor had shifted entirely into that of a common collected strategist, a far cry from the person who's tried up a storm with the bear just a minute ago. Time to get to work, everyone. Alright. "40 lunacy. Lock in. Yeah, slash, it's annoying I keep getting the support back on, but that's fine. Everything is ordered.
사건을 끝내러 가볼까?
I'm not tired enough to be yawning. I don't know why that happened. Then you'll... Wait. Something's going on outside. Not long after Saud paused over Otis's remark, a grating speaker whine rang out, followed by the worried voice of the bear on the other end. Where? We're under attack! That things were going a little too easy. So I'm surprised the other candidates are trying to eliminate us just in case. Why am I not surprised? Alright, I will be going to grab my water bottle, which should take like like 10 seconds while I just win rate. Well, actually, I'll set this up first. Gotta get that speed going. Yeah, 2 aggro. Alright, I'll be back in roughly.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요. 미친다.
삼켜질 것이요. 기다리시게. 불가 막아내는 이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요. 개체들의 체력이 많이 깎아나갔어. 괴로워하는 게 느껴지지 않아? 기세로 계속 나아가보자. 바로 이제 깨우치시게.
잠시 어지러웠습니다. 뭐
나라도 그랬을 거야.
또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
잘근잘근 씹어버리겠네. 이제 깨우치시게.
상황이 유리해졌네요. 이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지 그러지 않았던 건 주어진 일이 아니었기 때문인가요?
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버려. 13주 이상의 맛을 이게 체격이.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고. 완전 프레스 선택이었어 나리. 이 뻔히 보이는 게로군. 우리가 우세를 점하고 있어. 하지만 여기서 방심하면 안 돼. 지휘팀이라면 완벽하고 빈틈없이 모든 걸 끝마쳐야 하지. 방금 멋졌어. 너희들의 사랑의 힘이. 자, 악당 퇴치 성공. 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데 오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
천천히 가자니까.
두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만 좀 무식하게 돌격하실 거라면 잘 빠지겠습니다.
너냐?
방금 공격은 좋았어. 이대로만 계속 해보면 좋을 텐데. 알겠지만.
상황이 유리해졌네요. 이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지 그러지 않았던 건 주어진 일이 아니었기 때문인가요?
목을 콱 물어버리자. 숨통 끊기.
그래, 딱 반쯤 죽여버렸고 13조 이하를 맞추려면 그게 대격이지.
틈틈.
다들 첫 여정을 시작하게 보이시는 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도 지금 감회가
잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단력인걸? 있잖아. 사실 마법 소녀들은 항상 인력난에 시달리거든. 너희만 괜찮다면 혹시 우리를 도와서 아니야. 그건 선택의 순간이 필요하니까. 내가 정말 잘근잘근 씹어버리겠네. 아쉽다.
죄송합니다. 혹시 어디서 못 봤어요? 뭐, 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
재료 완성. 그런데 좀 남잡하네.
그러게. 저렇게 뼈째를 썰어버리면
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요.
원더풀한 선택이었어, 나리! 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군! 방금 전에 위대한 일격을 기록하는 중이라네. 이따가 버스에서 회고해야 하지 않겠는가?
왜? 이놈이 아니야? 그럴 리 없는데.
헤어내리.
승부처.
좋아, 이번에는 제대로 들어가.
볼일이 방금 뭘 한 것인가? 엄청나게 강한 일격을!
놀랐어? 불가 위야. 나가지 못하리. 거쳐. 아직 죽지
방금
마.
멋졌어! 너희들의 사랑의 힘이, 빛의 힘이 저
끝내지.
어둡고 자! 악당 패치 성공! 오늘도 정말 멋진 활약이었어. 내일도 꼭 불러주기야. 세상이 평화로워지는 건 기쁜 거야. 근데
오늘 부끄럽지 않았습니다. 의를 바로 세우는 데 일조하였으니 내일은 더 떳떳이 살아갈 수 있겠군요.
관리자님, 최선을 다해 지켜드릴게요. 너무 앞에 서시진 마시고. 누구죠? 날 부른 사람이 감당되겠어요?
So, my mic has been off for a while, and I didn't notice. Damn. Damn, that's unfortunate. That is not great. Yeah, that's not. It's not amazing. Well, that part of the whatever part of the VOD that. Oh my God, how much of that was that? Oh my God, it was right after I got my water. All right, well, that's like 13 minutes of quiet. That's not great. But I guess like when I do start going for video editing, I just have not have that part in. Sorry, not see. Entering. Oh, should not start speaking Midian. Entering Dagwanyan now. Despite some troubles on the way, it seemed that we managed to arrive at our destination mostly unhurt. Dagwanyan, Honglu's old home. Ugh, we're running out of time. Faust, I'm sure you understood the most important part of my plan, right? It is unlikely to be a pleasant sight to behold. Remember, the plan hinges on your patience, everyone. You have to remain calm and wait, even if they freak out, and actively try to kill you. There is a chance that they might panic and immediately order for the sinners to be executed on the spot. However, it is unlikely that the person whose responsibilities is to judge the next family hierarchy of Hongyuan will make such a hasty response. Exactly. Everything's going to be fine as long as the decider has the capacity for patience. Execution, what? Great. I'll follow up with subsequent contact once you've safely completed the first round of evaluations. What's that cryptic exchange? With Faust, Saud leaped gracefully off the moving pallet on Quinn as Heathcliff murmured in his half-sleep. We watched her grow smaller and smaller as the distance between us grew. What really caught our eyes was scattered humans that the restructuring day had evicted from their homes. They were trying to drag their broken bodies off the roads, sobbing and writhing. This is horrible. There isn't anything we can do to help, but...
그런 무력한 감각은 업무 효율에 영향을 끼친다.
Such sense of futility and powerlessness will negatively impact the efficient performance of your professional obligations. Repeated exposure to similar stimuli is recommended to desensitize oneself from the situation, from the sensation. So Honglu, how do you feel about going back home after so long? Sinclair changed the subject. I don't know. Don't even need to ask him, lad. I know it can't be easy. As for me, blimey, I hesitated almost 1,000 times, wondering if I should just turn around and leave. If I knocked on those gates, but she. God, I know Kathy's like dead in this, I guess this universe and all universes. I'm not sure if she's dead in all universes or just like most. Cause there was that one universe where there was a Heathcliff and a Kathy happy together. But I sure hope by the end of the story she can come back through whatever magic the Golden Bows have. The other sinner stared at him in confused silence. What is it? Why did you stop in the middle of a wow, look at these cool windows. I think we should stop that with other images. I tried to swerve from the subject again, but all I got was Ishmael scolding later. That seemed where they tell me, not the time. I remember what happened each time one of us returned to the part of our city that held our memories of happiness, anger, sorrow, and joy. And as we traveled, I remember that they were all looking at the sceneries only they could see. Roja, you awkwardly tried your best to crack jokes. Sinclair, you tried your best to hold back the welling tears again and again. Yi Song, You shut your eyes for a long time. Ishmael, you couldn't stop talking to yourself while glaring down at the lake surface. And Heathcliff, so you're scared and anxious, shaping your hair over and over again. You've really been watching us closely, huh? Did we? Spring leaves, petals scatter, and all shall turn around to find the doors which they belong and return forevermore. I think that everyone has a small amount of petals they gather for themselves. What? I don't. Why would anyone collect something like that? Then you simply haven't discarded them yet. There was still a transparent smile on his face, but I think I saw a burying, sinking shadow behind it. Oh. The moment I felt that, a familiar light came into view, and I immediately understood what was going on. The golden bow is close and it's resonating with Honglu's fathoms. They watch the flower burial of mine and mock away. Who lays me to rest once I die? When spring passes, youth passes, as wrinkles shear it all away. Flowers pass, people pass, and the ignorant they remain to where they hear. Hey. Why do you always recite these strange, complicated poems, Dayo? There are plenty of ways to remain young, aren't there? Because we needn't see the snow in our hair to know the spring will pass. Why are you cleaning up the fallen petals? Just float them downstream. You'll get dirt on your hands. And be so wasteful. How will we hear the sound of falling rain once we sweep all the petals away? This is a remembrance of a rainy day. So I may treasure it. Besides, these beautiful blossoms get so dirty in the stream if we let them float away. So please, don't scatter all the petals from your embrace, Big Bro Bio. Honglu, is there anyone you miss here at Dalgonian? No, there isn't. But how's that possible? Isn't your family here? And a bunch of other people who are so important to you? Well, as long as I believe them to be doing well, if there's any need for me to yearn to see them again. Do you still treasure your petals? No. I scattered them all the day I departed from home. So my rainy days are now silent. I see. You saw that, didn't you, Dante? You saw my memory. I did. Honglu laughed. He wasn't surprised or angry that I peered into his memories. Do you want to tell us about your parents? Or, yeah, you talked about your grandmother pretty often. What kind of people are they? Then Claire added carefully. We were just trying to commiserate. Tenuous as the connection might have been. We were headed to his home to meet his family anyways. Ah, they were both very wise in the ways of the world. Grandmother always treated me preciously. So did my mother and my father. Ah, we're almost there. I can see the garden. This is one massive garden. We still have some time before we got to the main buildings. I remember the days when deer and hares would frolic out here in the garden. Well, I could see myself taking a long walk around here. Take a whole day, and then some to cover the entire ground. I usually lingered only around my own room. It's dangerous to stay too far, after all. It's dangerous? Why? There's the stranger danger, getting lost, going targeted. Besides, it's very dark at night. Well, that ain't a very big deal. Kids run around and scrape their face on the branches, trip and eat shite on the pavement all the time. I'm sure you would run around freely around the garden, Heathcliff. But it's important to always be careful. When I was 5, someone had lathered deadly poison on a random tree branch. Poison? I had a little brother who liked to frolic like you do, Heathcliff. But by some coincidence, he happened to be running around the same tree that has branches lathered with poison. What has transpired thereafter? I'm sure he got better. Sheeran told me he'll be just fine after 100 nights rest, and because Sheeran was always so smart, I'm sure it happened exactly as she said. He's dead, ain't he? And I'm guessing Sheeran was the one who put the poison there. Alright, I am going to call it here, I think. I know I was only 5 of 33, but I kind of gotta go now. But if you see this stream and you think you'd enjoy, look at the other videos, and I guess it's time to call it a day. Good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. See you later.